Hey, good morning, SCC kids. It is great to see you. Pastor Adam here. And I hope that you've had a great week, and I hope you've had an even better weekend. Hey, I miss you guys, and I love you so much. I want to share with you a short lesson today on trust. I just got done speaking to mom and dad about joy and how they can have joy in their hearts by putting their trust in God. And I thought, what a better way to share with you this morning than to talk a little bit about trust. So, what is trust? What is trust? Does any of you kids know? Well, when we trust someone, we believe them. We put belief in them. We believe them that they're being honest and that they're being right. When you trust someone, that's what it means. You put your belief in them. So who is someone that we may trust? Who is someone that you and I could trust, that you see every day? Maybe mom, maybe dad, maybe our teachers at school, maybe who else? Who else can we trust? Who else can we trust that is always with us, never leaves us? He sees us all the time, and even when you're sleeping. No, not Santa. Who can we trust? God. We can put our trust in God. We can put our belief in God, right? Yeah, of course we can. We can trust God. Have you ever trusted God for anything? Have you ever trusted God for anything in your life? Have you ever prayed and asked Him for something and trusted Him to do that? I hope you have. I hope you've put trust in God. He wants you to trust Him, so we should. Because God wants us to trust Him, and because God wants us to believe Him, well, we should, because He tells us we should. Now, I have a couple verses that I want to share with you this morning from the Bible. And it is this. John chapter 14, verse 1 says this. Jesus said, "Do not be troubled. Trust in God and trust in me also." Jesus told them not to be worried, not to be troubled, not to be scared. Hey, we could probably use this verse today in our life because it seems like there could be a lot of things to be worried about, to be scared about, to be afraid of. But Jesus tells us not to worry. Just trust. Just trust in Him and believe in Him. And Psalm chapter 56, verse 3 says this, "When I am afraid, I put my trust in you." David wrote that when he was afraid, he would put his trust in God. That's a great piece of advice, kids, for you and I. When we are afraid, we put our trust in God. And then in the book of Joshua, chapter 1, verse 9, it says this, "Remember, I command you to be strong and to be brave. Don't be afraid, because the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go." Remember that, kids, wherever you go, trust that He is with you, that He sees you, that He takes care of you, that He is watching over you. Trust Him. Believe in Him. That's what He wants from us. He wants our trust and He wants our belief. Do you believe in Jesus today? I hope you do. I do. And it's a wonderful thing to believe in Jesus, to have Him right here in your heart. I want to share with you a little fun activity this morning about trust and about putting our trust in God. Now, what I have today is I have this glass jar. You see this, kids? Whoop, it's empty. Glass jar. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this bottle of water I am going to fill this jar up. You guys can try this at home too. I am going to fill this jar up. And now what I'm going to do is I am going to take this jar of water and I'm going to take this index card and I am going to put this, no tape, nothing tricky, just a regular old card with some lines on it and a jar of water. No tape, nothing like that. I'm going to take this, put it right on top of here. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and I am going to flip that over. You kids see that? Can you see it? Can you see all that water? You see all that water and see that index card? Now what do you think would happen if I move my bottom hand? What do you think is going to happen? Do you think it's all going to fall? Do you think the card is going to fall and the water is going to dump out? Or do you trust that the water is going to stay in the jar and the card will stay put too? We'll see. Look at that, guys. It stayed. We put our trust in God. Just like that card, put our trust in God that He is there, always holding everything in its place. Listen, I love you guys. I miss you. I hope to see you soon. Trust God. Bye-bye.